Have you ever prayed with tears streaming down your face, only to be met with silence? Have you ever begged God for clarity, healing, provision, or breakthrough, and it felt like heaven was closed? It is one of the deepest struggles of faith, waiting for an answer that never seems to come. Yet, in that silence, God may be doing His greatest work. The fact that you haven't received what you're asking for does not mean God has forgotten you. Sometimes, His silence hides a holy reason. When our prayers seem unanswered, we often assume God has turned His face away. But Scripture reminds us, "Never will I leave you, never will I forsake you." Hebrews 13 verse 5. Silence does not mean absence. It means God is working in ways we cannot see. Think of Joseph, sold by his brothers, forgotten in prison for years. From the outside, it looked like God had abandoned him. But in reality, God was preparing him to save a nation. What feels like a delay is often God's preparation for a greater purpose. Sometimes unanswered prayers are God's mercy in disguise. We often pray with urgency, convinced we need something immediately. But God sees the future we cannot. Perhaps the relationship you wanted so desperately would have broken you. Perhaps the opportunity you thought was perfect would have crushed you with burdens you weren't ready to carry. God, as a loving Father, withholds what will harm His children until they are strong enough to bear it. What you call no, heaven might be calling not yet. Prayer is not only about receiving answers. It is about becoming aligned with the heart of God. Sometimes His delay is His way of shaping us, deepening our trust, refining our character, and stretching our faith. Paul pleaded 3 times for God to remove the thorn in his flesh, but the Lord answered, "My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness." 2 Corinthians 12 verse 9. The hidden reason for delay is often transformation. God is less concerned about our comfort and more concerned about our growth in Him. We live in a world addicted to instant results. But God does not operate on our timetable. He works according to His perfect timing. Ecclesiastes 3 verse 11 says, "He has made everything beautiful in its time." The right person, the right opportunity, the right answer, all are being aligned according to His sovereign plan. Think of Sarah, who waited decades for Isaac, or Hannah, who wept for years before Samuel was born. Their stories remind us that delayed answers are not denied answers. God is never late. He is never early. He is always right on time. The deepest reason behind unanswered prayers may be this: God desires your heart more than your request. If He gave us everything we asked for instantly, we might seek His hand and forget His face. Sometimes God withholds an answer so that we will learn to love Him, not just His gifts. Faith is not built in answered prayers alone. It is built in the waiting, in the dark nights when we choose to trust His heart even when we cannot trace His hand. Friend, if you are in a season where your prayers seem unanswered, do not despair. Your waiting is not wasted. God's silence does not mean He is absent. His delay does not mean He has denied you. The hidden reason may be preparation, protection, transformation, or the perfect timing He alone can see. Hold on to this truth: the same God who heard Hannah's cries, who delivered Joseph from prison, and who turned Paul's weakness into strength, is the same God who hears you now. He has not forgotten you. He has not ignored your prayers. He is working in ways beyond your understanding, and when the time is right, His answer will not only make sense, it will be beautiful. So keep praying. Keep trusting. Keep waiting. Because the hidden reason God hasn't answered you yet may be the very reason your story will one day testify of His faithfulness.